Hello! Nice to see you. Do you remember me? Do you know my name? Yes, I am Kiwi teacher. I am so happy to see you again. I'm going to do a fun activity with you. But first, let's sing the hello song together. Can you do it? Great! 1, 2, 3.
Hello, hello, how are you? I'm good, I'm great, nice to meet you. Hello, hello, good to see you. Let's sing with me. It's time to be with Telly. Yeah!
Let's practice our target words and sentences. Can you repeat after me? Okay, let's start. Moon, moon. Sun, sun. Earth, earth. Change, change. Shape, shape. The moon changes its shape. The moon changes its shape. This phase is called the new moon. This phase is called the new moon. Have you ever seen the moon in the night sky? I saw a half moon last night. What shape of the moon did you see? Did you see a rounded shape? Or maybe a fingernail shape? Ah, you saw a moon shaped like the letter D. There are lots of shapes of the moon. Why does the moon keep changing its shape? Today, let's make a moon wheel and talk about why the moon changes its shape. Are you ready to do the second kit? Great! Let's take out all of the materials together. Here is the round cardboard, the phases of the moon wheel, paint, the moon and the sun cutouts, a sponge, a paintbrush, a toothbrush, a metal brad pen, and rounded double-sided tape. First, we are going to color the round cardboard to make the night sky. But what do we need to do? Yes, let's roll up our sleeves and put down paper to protect the table. Let's use the sponge to spread the dark blue paint on our board. Open the lid and pour just a little of paint on the board. Like that. You can also dip the sponge into the paint and stamp the board. Stamp. Stamp, 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 stamp. Wow! Look at that! Okay, we need a little more paint. Cover the whole board with blue paint. Almost done. Remember, paint the whole cardboard. We want to fill the night sky. Are you done? Then, let's wait a little bit while the paint dries. Ta-da! Look at this! We made the dark night sky. There are usually twinkling things in the dark night sky. Do you know what they are? Wow, that's right! They are twinkling stars. This time, we are going to paint the stars in our night sky. To paint the stars, we need this. Do you know what this is? Yes, it's a toothbrush. How can we paint the stars with this toothbrush? Follow what I do. First, open the lid of the white paint and put some paint on the toothbrush. We can dip the toothbrush into the paint. Then hold the toothbrush over the board that we painted earlier. With your finger, splatter the paint like this. Look at that! I'm brushing my finger over the bristles to splatter the paint. Do you see? Wow! Look at this! The paint is shooting everywhere. If you need more paint, you can add a little more white paint to the toothbrush. And then splatter! Ta-da! Look at this! It really looks like twinkling stars in the night sky. It's really pretty, isn't it? Yeah! Now, let's set this aside until the paint dries. And now, what is this? That's right, it's the sun. We are going to color the sun. Let's color the sun with the yellow and red paint. Open the paint lids and dip the paintbrush into the paint. Then, paint the sun. I'm going to use the yellow paint first. What color do you want to use first? Okay, paint the sun however you'd like. Are you doing it? Are you painting your sun? And now, a little red. Little bit. Ta-da! I made the sun like this. If you're done, let's set this aside for the paint to dry too. Next, let's prepare the phases of the moon wheel. What's in the middle? What is this? That's right. This is the Earth where we live. Around the Earth, there are moon shapes. There are lots of moon shapes, right? Let's take out the white parts, like this. Are you doing it? Now, these holes will show the moon changing its shape. What is this? What does it say? Shall we read it together? M-O-O-N. Moon. Right, it's the moon. Can we say it together one more time? Moon. Great job! We are going to use this metal brad to put the wheel together. First, the moon cutouts. Then the moon. And last, the night sky that we painted earlier. Then open the metal pieces and fold them like this. Ta-da! We put the moon and the board together. For our last step, we are going to attach the sun that we painted earlier. We will stick the sun to the new moon spot where there is no hole, right here. Remember, the sun and the new moon are always together on the wheel. Take the rounded double-sided tape and put it on the circle handle of the sun. Peel off the other side of the double-sided tape. And stick it to what? Where are we going to stick it? That's right! We're going to stick it in the new moon spot, like this. Ta-da! We're done! We did it! We made a phases of the moon wheel. Earlier, we talked about the moon changing its shape. Why does the moon keep changing its shape? The moon moves all around the Earth, but the moon cannot make the light by itself. So, the sun needs to give the moon some light. The moon reflects the light of the sun, and that's how it shines. When the moving moon is between the sun and the Earth, we can't see any of the moonlight. This is because the sun is lighting up the moon from the other side where we can't see it. This phase is called the new moon. Let's say it together. new moon. Great job! 2 to 3 days later, we can see only part of the moon. This phase is called the waxing crescent. Let's say it together. Waxing crescent. Great! As the moon is gaining light, we use the term waxing. After a few weeks have gone by, we can see half of the moon. This phase is called the first quarter. Say first quarter. First quarter. Awesome! 2 to 3 days later, we can see a little more than half of the moon. This phase is called the waxing gibbous. Say waxing gibbous. Waxing gibbous. Good! Then, 2 weeks later, we can see all of the moon. Look, the whole moon. This phase is called the full moon because the moon goes to the other side of the sun and we can see the whole moon from the earth. Let's say full moon together. Full moon. Good job! Now we are going to start heading back to the new moon phase. The next phase is called waning gibbous. It looks like the waxing gibbous, right? But remember, it's after the full moon, so it's the waning gibbous. As the moon is now losing light, we use the term waning. Let's say waning gibbous together. Waning gibbous. Amazing! Now we can see half of the moon again. This phase is called third quarter. Say third quarter. Third quarter. Great! You are doing so well! A few days after that, we can see a little less of the half moon. This is called the waning crescent. Say waning crescent. Waning crescent. Good job! When the moon comes back between the earth and the sun, it enters the new moon phase again. So now we see that the changing shapes of the moon are actually the different phases of the moon. Then let's say all the phases of the moon together. New moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, third quarter, waning crescent, and new moon again. These are called the phases of the moon. Excellent job! Let's review our target words and sentences. Moon, moon. Sun, sun. Earth, earth. Change, change. Shape, shape. The moon changes its shape. The moon changes its shape. This phase is called the new moon. This phase is called the new moon. Today we learned that the moon changes its shape. What is it called again? Right, we called it the phases of the moon. Tonight, go outside and look at the moon. Tell your mommy and daddy what kind of moon is in the sky. Can you do that? Amazing! Now, I'm sad to see you go, but it's time to say goodbye. What do we have to do before we go? Yes, let's sing the goodbye song together.